Okay, so Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So nice meeting everybody, Abdul Sattar and Zainab Husna. Thank you all for joining here. Where are you from? Can I know where exactly are you from? Which place? Okay. Please type in your name, your age, your even your place. Great. You are from Hyderabad. You are from Mangalore. Great. Fida, can you tell me where are you from exactly? I would like to know. Okay, that's wonderful. So I'm sure you have got a lot of doubts. Or can anybody tell me your age or which class you are right now in 13 years old? Okay, almost eighth standard. I can assume that you are in grade eight. Husna. Okay. So what about others? What about others? Which class are you in? Any parent here or teachers? Come on, be quick. Yes, you're 15 years old, Abdul Sattar. Nice, nice. Okay, it's great that you're taking this decision as early as possible. That's wonderful. It's really wonderful. So you must pat your own back that you are here with me today just to decide about your career. How many of you are really confused what to do after 10th, 12th, what I should opt for? I know you have got a lot of apprehensions. You might have got a lot of confusions now, like what kind of career I have to choose, right? How many of you have that particular thing in the mind? Something is going on, ma'am. We don't know what to do, right? How many of you feel so? Great. You did not. I want all of you to put it in the chat box as quick as possible. You're able to see the screen? Are you able to see the screen? Just a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let us begin. What exactly we have to do right now? How many are, confused? I know many are confused. Many don't know what to do. Or like, parents are telling one thing, mom, teachers are telling another thing, and career counselor is telling some other things. And my friends, I have something else, and I have something in my mind and I don't know what to do. Yes or no? You have that in the mind? You don't know what exactly has to be done. Yeah. Come on, be quick. I have a lot of things to say. Yes, no direct message, please. You just have to be open. Let us be very open. Let us be very transparent. Let everybody know what you are, what you do, and what exactly are we talking about, right? So I want to be very transparent. Let us do that. Okay. So when you look at the slide, one particular slide I have shown you where you have a basketball player, what exactly the message can you find in this slide? Can anybody tell me? What is the message that you get when you look into this slide? Come on. Anyone? You can unmute and say also if you feel. Come on, come on. Anyone? No? Nothing? No message? Nothing? Come on. What do you understand? Any message that you're getting? Preparedness for the game called life. How many have answered your board exams? At least your 10th standard board exams or 12th standard board exams. Each one of you has got same question paper, right? The same answers are to be given. But are we equipped with all that in the life as well? Can we say that our life also has the same set of question papers that we have to give, or the answer the same to the answer to the same question which is given to us? How many of you agree that each one of us have different set of question papers? Each one has unique question paper of life. Right or no? Come on. Yes or no? Yes, we all have different question papers. We all have to answer different things, right? It's not the same. Nobody has got the same set of question paper on earth. When you have to face your life, it's you who are facing it. You are the one who has got unique opportunities. You are the one who will be facing the life, and you have to get prepared for it. Yes or no? Come on, tell me yes and no, please, because when you are on mute, when you don't talk, how will I understand? Right? I want somebody to at least talk to me, please. Otherwise, I will not be having that interest also to talk to. Right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sattar, Fida, Husna. Thank you so much. I just appreciate that. Okay. So all have a different role plays, we all have different role plays. We play a different role in each life, in each phase of our life, I would say. Right? As a student, we have different role play. As a father, we have different role plays. As a mother, we have different role plays. We, as a sister, as a brother, as a student, as a colleague, there are different things that we have to play the role of, right? And it's not the same. Each one has different things to do. But when we have, and I'm sure that I am absolutely sure that your parents might have given you the best opportunity for your colleges, or they have opted for, maybe the school that they have opted, or the course that they have opted for. They have given the best according to them. Yes or no? How many of you agree with this? My parents have given the best, whatever they were able to afford. I mean, the best what they could afford for, they have given it to you. You are equipped with those skills, with those knowledge, and they have made you, get enrolled in one of the colleges or the schools which are considered to be the best there. Right? They didn't say that, okay, anything can be done, no problem. After all, she is good. She will not be listening to me. It's all right. Anything she does, whatever she wants, let her take, let her opt for. No. LKG itself, when you were in Mont 1, 2, or 3, there onwards only, we can see that our parents have taken a lot of decisions. Seriously, they have consciously thought about it, and they have taken in this particular decision. Yes? All of you agree with this? Yes. So with due respect of your parents, for your parents, let us proceed. Now, when you have reached your 11th or 12th standard, what is the next step that we all have to take? We all have to cater to. This has to be understood. How many of you are very sure I will do this in my career? Anybody? Raise your hands, or at least tell me in the chat box whether yes, I have a clear cut route, or that particular roadmap I have to opt for. I know it very clearly, ma'am. So I don't get confused at all. Anybody here? Anyone? Yes or no? Hey, yeah, what? All are asleep. Okay, okay, no. Okay, Abdul Sattar is yes. So you already know what you want to do. Okay. We are how many? Okay, now if I give you a small exercise, ready to do that exercise? A small exercise, if I ask you, just close your eyes and start visualizing what will be my course, where or which college I'm going to go or attend in 2024-25 or 2025-26. If you are going to that particular college, your future college, your dream college, can anybody just close your eyes and just think about the college or that course that you are opting for? Just think about it. Look around the place, see who is along with you, see the teachers there or the lecturers there, the professors there. Can anybody tell me your experience? the place that you have opted, or that course, that campus, your dream college? Anyone? Anybody who is having that vision in the mind? I'm going to this college, and here this will be the situation in 2025, 2028, or whatever. Yes or no? How many of you felt anything, any change? You are very clear about it. When we talk about preparedness, we are getting prepared for our life, the game of life. That means when we are preparing, we have to be very clear. Now imagine, I will tell you one thing. There is a boy who just will try to pack all his bag, his necessary things, whatever he wants, his essentials are placed in the bag. He will sit inside the car, and once he is boarding the car, then he'll say, we'll go. But where to go, how to go, which destination to go, he is not aware of. Do you think he is going to reach any particular place where he exactly wants to reach? Do you think he's going to reach anywhere? Tell me. I'm sure the answer would be no. Why? He doesn't know where exactly he has to go. Whereas on the other hand, if you find a person who is trying to give a clarity, he is giving to the driver, saying that I want to go and reach to this particular destination, and at this time I should be there. See to it that I reach my destination at this time. Now, whom do you think will reach the destination earlier? Tell me, the first one or the second one? The first boy or the second boy? The first one is a person who did not try to give any clue to the driver. He's just sitting inside the car and telling him that you can go. No direct message, please. You can give me, you can send the message to everybody. Please don't give direct message. Yeah? It is the second one, exactly. It's the second one. Why others are not talking to me? Why are you not talking to me? I don't know. Please talk to me, because this is some interaction, take it very lightly. I'm telling you this. Don't have that stress in the mind. Oh my God, my career, what to do? I know it is serious. I know it's exactly that we are here to know about our career, how to choose and everything. But don't take it so strong and so serious that you're not able to even type something and I'm asking you to do it. So please take it lightly. Let us come to that conclusion also. What has to be done, what you need to take care of before you choose your career. Okay, but please make sure that you talk to me, at least by chatting. Okay, all of you will promise me that you will do it. You will not do any other things here. You will only listen to me, because something, when you are doing it, at least save this time for your future. You need this particular concept when you are trying to, come to a conclusion. Because I know teenagers, this is the age where age itself is full of confusions. And at this point, we are trying to choose a career which is not a short-term career, right? It's not something for a very short span of time. How many of you agree? It's not for a very short time. It's almost for 15 to 20, 30 years, right? We are deciding the next 15 to 30 years of ours. It's not small decision that we are taking about. Now, when I talked about visualizing your college, how many of you, tell me frankly, were able to visualize the right place or that college or that professor or that course that you were opting? How many of you were able to do it? How many were able to visualize your future dream college? I'm sure the answer is no. You know why? Because we have no clarity. We don't even think about it. We didn't even think, so far, we never thought of where am I going to get enrolled? Yes or no? Yes, we have not decided. We have not decided. We didn't even think about it. That picture is not there in the mind. And that's the reason we are not able to visualize our college at all. Correct? Yes? Tell me. Yes. So let us be very clear. If it is clarity, I should know that I will be taking, if I'm, for example, if I'm taking law, then NLU is something that I'm going for. If I want to take up, hotel management, then I should go for IHM Aurangabad. This is something that, you have to have that clarity in the mind that this is my destination and I will go forward. Otherwise, there's no point. Okay, sitting in the car, when you board the bus or you say somebody, the driver, that you take anywhere, I'll come with you. That's not the way. Right? So this is what is happening right now. We have reached the peak. Now we don't know where exactly we have to get down, where we have to board, where we have to step in. Now the next step, the milestone that I have to go for, we are all getting confused. Now you may be even confused right now because, see, as I told you, parents are telling one thing, ma'am. My friend is telling me that I will be opting this. You also come. How many of you agree? Will your parents, whatever your parents have told, you have also done that? Whatever your friends have told, you feel that, okay, my friend is taking this, he is taking this particular course, I will also opt. Yes? You might have got wrong aspirations or sometimes some kind of infatuation. You might have seen some so-called successful person who is earning in six figures, and then you feel that, ma'am, he is earning, no, so I also want to do the same course so that I can earn. It is like, imagine a child or a person who is a talkative child, and you are telling him that you have to sit and do this web designing or web developing or coding where you don't have to talk to anybody. Imagine if I tell a person like this, who is very talkative, who likes to talk to people, who likes to socialize and, have fun with people, and I'm telling him you will be a good coder or you can become a web developer where you don't have to talk much. Do you think he's going to love his profession? How long can he stay in that profession? 4 years, 5 years, right? It's not about the lengthy time. Just imagine the time that we actually want to invest here, the career that we have to invest here is not the long, it's not the short term, it's for the long term. The decision determines our at least 15 to 30 years of our life. Not a small decision that we are taking. Yes or no? I had to shift from my career. You know why? After 10 years, 10 plus, almost 14 years of my career, I realized that this is not the way of life. This is not the cup of tea for me. I need something wider, or the scope should be, I should spread my wings apart. I don't want this particular thing. I don't want to get confined to one particular institution. Got it? That's where I realized it. And then when I started talking to people around me who are not known to me, when I get connected, that's where I got that a sense. Okay, this is something that I was looking for. When people are coming to me, I can give them one particular, any kind of guidance or something, and that's how we can take it forward. That's what we are looking for. So this determines, the rest of your life. The consequences will be faced when you don't take the right decision at right time. So what do you think? Even if I ask, if I ask even the college students in the best college also, if I go and ask the students in the best colleges that why you have come here or what made you join this particular institution, you know what most of them will tell me? I don't know, ma'am. No other option I had. I just came here. My friends also used to tell me, and that's why I'm here. 90% of the students belong to this category. Now, how many amongst you want to do this? How many of you feel that, yes, even I want to be like this? I'm sure the answer would be no. Nobody wants that, right? We want that 10% students. We want to be in that category of 10% students who have got absolute clarity what they have to do, what they want to do. That's something that we have to tell. Now, how to convince my parents, ma'am? This is another challenge. Of course, I understand. Because convincing parents is something that hardly a child can do it. How many of you agree with me? Convincing parents is really hard. How to tell ma'am that I don't want to become this, I want to become this, I don't want to become this? How can I tell ma'am? There are so many things my parents are talking about and I can't convince them. Yes, it's very difficult, right? I'm there with you, don't worry. If you want me to convince, I can talk to your parents. Don't worry about this. I'm there with you. I understand how difficult and how challenging it is for a child to tell my parent that, okay, ma'am, mama, this is something, I want to be. I'm going to talk about the YouTubing and all that things later on. But just to tell this that, you need a lot of strength. You need a lot of, courage to move forward. That's how you have to understand. Okay. Now, if I have to tell you why you have to opt what you want to opt for, what is it? Now, look into this particular slide. How many of you agree that this is the typical Indian parents' mentality or Indian educational systems mentality? That if you score A, you will be considered average. If you score B, you will be considered below average. If you score C, you can't have dinner with your family. If you score D, don't come home. If you score F, find a new family. Agree with this? Type agree. If you really agree to this particular slide. Exactly. Yes. Now, again, a typical mother, Indian mother or Indian father, how they say, it's all about the grades. If you score 10 plus or you have your CBSE score is above 9, then of course, then you can go for science. If it is less than 7 or if it is less than 8, then you go for commerce. That's how you determine your career. You choose your career based on your marks. Yes or no? This is the typical thing that is happening right now, what we are facing. And do you think it is exactly what we want? And are you able to come to that conclusion just because you score? Now, for example, a child who's very good in studies, he's getting 9 or 10 in his CBSE or he's getting A plus also, and he doesn't want to take up science. He wants to pursue his career as a businessman. Do you think his parents will allow him to go for commerce? There also, even if he is taking the highest score, he gets A plus, he gets 10 also his marks in CBSE also. The thing is, he will not be considered to take up the career that he likes. Maybe his parents are doctors or engineers. He will be pushed. No, beta, you have to go and opt for science. Agree with me or not? This is happening. It's not just about low grades. Even if the person has got high grades also, he is not able to pursue what he wants to. His aspirations are somewhere trying to be buried. We don't give that opportunity. His dreams are shattered just because he has got good marks. Do you think a person who wants to become a businessman should score only 60s and 70s? Is that the way then? That's the only way left now. Because that is how the mentality is. So do you think, how many of you think that grades are not going to give us it's not the criteria that we have to follow while you choose your career. Grades cannot be made as a criterion. It's not. How many of you feel that? Come on. Okay. So yes, we all feel that. Yes, yes. Okay. So now, why do I need this? It is all because we are judged on the basis of our groups or our peer pressure or somebody who is telling us all these things. We are judged by this. We feel that only my grades, if I get good grade, then okay, yes, something that I have to follow. But it's not about the fool, it's not about the grades, it is about me, about myself, what I am. Imagine you're scoring well, you're scoring really well, and you feel that, okay, somebody is coming and telling, oh, your son is very good in studies, let him out IT. Gone. You had some other dreams, and that is shattered because somebody told IT. So that is fixed in the parents' mind. And then they say, no, no, no. He also told IT is better. It's not about you, your concern, about your interest, about your passion. Nobody is bothered. You might have come across so many situations where whatever you like, your parents don't want. You feel that, okay, no, this is not the way. If you score 60 to 70, 75%, or almost around 80%, they say, you can become an accountant or a CA just like your father. Your father is a CA, you also become a CA. No other option. Right? Who said there's no option? Then who are you? You are a different identity. You are a unique personality of your own. Now, if I ask you, who are you? You may be considering, you may be associating your social media handles and telling that, ma'am, I am a fan of this celebrity. I am this. You know, do you have your own personality that you have to express and talk about? What do you know about your own self? We are just not bothered about it. I am good in these things. I am good in writing blogs. I have, I have some talents as a maybe a marketer or in sales, something like this. Do we ever talk about this? No. There are three elements that we need to understand, the tools, the three tools, exactly, I would say, three elements or three tools that determine your career. Okay, three things that we have to opt for. The first thing is the first thing is your aptitude. Now here there are so many of you who like mathematics. How many of you like mathematics here? Come on. There are many who like mathematics, who are little logical in mind. Is Husna? Okay. Okay, Alina is there. Anybody else? Okay, Husna. Farha. Okay, so you like mathematics. There are others who are very good in verbal skills. You may be having you know to write few things. How many of you were able to write for your school magazine or college magazine when they asked you to write some articles or poems, or you had to write some stories? How many of you were able to write it? You have that skill in writing, right? So these are, no, some of you are very good in puzzles, Sudoku. You like to solve puzzles. You love to do that. You love to think about, any kind of mazes and all that things. You love to do all those things. Logical skills you have better. Some have got different things. So this is one of the tools that we have to identify whether I am good at logical intelligence or what kind of intelligence I have. So these things, if you are very good at, imagine you are very good at your communication or verbal intelligence is high, then you can opt for journalism, you can go for bloggings, you can go for mass communication. There are so many other, you can become a lawyer as well. Conventional courses I'm talking about. If it's non-conventional, there are other rest of the things also that we can talk about. But to be very frank, there are lot of opportunities for a person who is a talkative child. For example, if I have to tell that, there were I when I conduct sessions for teachers, I usually tell Teachers will be telling, oh, she's so talkative, your daughter is so talkative. She keeps talking all the time, nagging all the time and all that stuff. But if you understand that my daughter or my child is good at talking, that means she has a bright career in these fields. She can become a journalist. She can become, she can have mass communication. She can pursue her career in that field. She can become a good blogger. There are so many things that she can be. Right? I'm going to talk about these things. Don't worry about it. But I'm just giving you an example. Okay, and one who is very good in coding, I can give them, we can tell them that you can be a very good coder. You can become a coder if you like logical thinking. And you don't need maths for this. You may be confused now. Oh, ma'am, coding again, math. No, ma'am, math is not easy. Without this also, without math also, coding is possible. So don't, maybe your parents are not aware of this. Right? Let us make sure the when parents are not aware of, it is our duty to go and tell them, to convince them. Of course, you may be lacking behind in that field where you don't know the exact thing, what exactly is happening. Like how to convince your parents, you may not be aware of. Let me help you with this. I am there to help you to convince your parents. Don't worry about it. Let us talk and let us finalize. Let us understand each other. We can do that. No problem. There are people who can help you out with this. Okay. So the first tool, what is it? The first tool that we all have, that we all want to take care of is aptitude. Okay. Put it in the chat box. Aptitude. It's A, aptitude. Put it in the chat box. Come on, come on, come on. Be quick. Yes, 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 yes. Great, great. Okay. So the next tool that we have is personality. Now, there are people amongst you who like to party all the time, who like to socialize, who like to be with people around you. Yes or no? There are people who are isolated, sometimes reserved, self-centered people. They don't want to talk to many people there, right? Some are very rebellious. Some are attention seekers. So each one has his own way of living. His style is different. Each one of us, we have different styles of approaching people. I may not be able to approach a person who talks more. I may not like it. Or I may be a person who likes to talk to people only when they talk. So each one has his own style, his own way. So personality is something that has to be taken care of before even we consider our choices or career choices. Because these things, imagine a talkative coder, as I told you, a talkative person, I can't tell her to become a coder. It's impossible. It's impossible. So these two things, very important, are these two things. What is that? The first one, the first tool. First tool is aptitude. The second tool is personality, A and P. Okay. How many of you are able to follow this? The first one is, come on, tell me. Don't put in the direct message. You just message me to everybody. Yes, the first one is aptitude. What about the second one? Come on. The second one is personality. Exactly, exactly. So this is what we want. The first one is aptitude. The second one is personality. Now we will be talking about the third element. The third tool that we want to determine our career. Choosing the career will be based on these three things, which most of the parents will not be willing to, and that is interest. Imagine you want to become a gamer. How many of you like to play games, online games? $230 billion company. How many of you want to play games? You can earn a lot out of this. But will your parents allow? What will your parents say? Gamer? Are you a fool? Why do you want to become a gamer? Yes or no? Nobody wants. You have an interest. Maybe you want to become a painter. But are we ready to do that? Our parents are not willing to. Even if we are willing to pursue that as a career, we don't want. You want to become an artist? What do you mean by this? This is what we tell. Parents also keep telling the same thing. Calligraphy. Anybody wants to pursue the career as calligraphy artist? How many of us are willing to give that permission to our children? How many parents will be willing to do this? I'm sure the answer would be no. How many of you agree with this? Come on, come on. How many of you agree? There is a university, NID, National Institute of Designs, which helps you to do all these things, which helps you can pursue your career in designing field. It's a great, I would say, the average package itself is 60 lakhs plus. Can you imagine? But still, we are not aware of, parents are not aware of these things. So it's just, unrealistic to think that only lawyers or CAs or doctors and engineers can have a better income and others not. That's not the way. I'll tell you, these days, these new careers are able to these people are able to earn far, far better than a doctor as well. So your interest, your passion to that particular field, that is very important. Don't think that just because your father is a doctor, your mother is a doctor, or your father is a teacher, your mother is a teacher, you can also become that. No, that's not the way. What interests you? What brings that passion in you? What is that makes you get rejuvenate when you are feeling sad? When you feel that, okay, you are you're draining out, at that point of time, something that gives you that fuel, it brings that fueling part in you and make you feel that yes, this is something that I wanted to become. Is my network no network? Yeah, yes, yes, but now this is fine. Is it so? Am I audible? Please let me know. Am I audible? Is everything okay? Just let me know. Okay. Okay, Jazakallah. Thank you. Okay. So we have so much of things what we can explain to people around and make them get convinced. Now, if I tell that in Aurangabad, there is a institute called National Institute of Design, which has an average package of 60 lakhs per annum, then will your parents allow you to become an artist? Of course, because there you will be getting an idea of how you have to market yourself, what you have to do, how will you earn. I have a friend of mine who is earning almost 17 lakhs a week as an artist. Her name is Rashmi. She is in northern, maybe Delhi, that side, Ghaziabad, Delhi, and she's earning 17 lakhs as an artist. Can you imagine this? So nothing is impossible. It's based on our limited thoughts and beliefs. Okay, so this is something that you have to understand. What are you really interested in? What makes you complete when you do that one work will bring that joy, that happiness? Then that is one of the criteria that you have to follow while you opt for your career. That is something I would highly emphasize your parents also to take care about it. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Now, if we have to talk about the choices, of course, this choice is like crossroads. It's like, there are a lot of things we are not able to choose one of them. How many feel that, yes, this is impossible, ma'am? It's not possible for us to decide where to go, what to do. We don't know how to move about this. Yes or no? Agree? Ample number of choices we have. We have got enough and more choices. And if I talk about the universities, 60 plus universities and 300 plus, I would say the private universities, and it's not easy. The courses are also different. Yeah, it's not easy. It is confusing. So what is it that we have to talk about? Those three elements. Kindly make sure. What are those three elements? Come on, put it in the chat box. Come on, put it in the chat box. What are those three elements that you have to talk about? You have to know about before choosing your career. The first one is aptitude. Yes, aptitude, personality, and come on, come on, come on. Great. Only one? Yes, yes, yes. This is what we have: aptitude, personality, and interest. Of course. But again, there are some hindrances. Now, how to choose, ma'am? What is it, ma'am? We don't know. But you know what parents are telling? Parents are telling this Sharmaji ka beta is a hell. He has made the life hell out of my life. I don't know what to do with this Sharmaji ka beta. If I have to talk about this Sharmaji. Why? You have got this. You have seen that person there. His son is doing this. His daughter is doing this. That his daughter or that son has created a mess in my life. How many of you feel this? When parents compare us to somebody else and they start talking about their career. You know how much of money he is earning? You know what he is doing? What she is doing? What have you done? Right? Parents have told, or our peers also might have told, that if there is no math, then half of your career is gone. Half of your career is gone. Who is telling this? Parents, teachers, our peers, or somebody whom we consider to be, in the higher level. These people come and tell. You don't have, almost your 50% of your options are gone if you don't want math. If you don't choose maths, your career is almost gone. I'll tell you, it's a myth. Let us burst out this myth. And this is a myth. You can't believe it. There are ample opportunities right now. You have enough and more options where you can pursue your career without math. How many of you don't like math here? Come on. Be very frank. Even I don't like math. I'm the first one to say no to math. Okay. One, two. Only two. Come on. What about Pratima? Azman? Okay. Unais. Umama Unais. Come on. Shanu. I want all of you to chat and let me know. Yes, there are so many who don't like math. Some might have told you that arts is something, you are good for nothing. Then you take up arts. 40-50%. What is it? You don't have any other option. Go for art. Okay, difficult to understand. Exactly. Because we don't have that logical intelligence. We are quite, little ready. We have got maybe the skills or the intelligence. The logical part is little lesser when compared to that of the other skills. We are much empowered with the rest of the skills when compared to that of the logical skills. That's it. There's nothing wrong about it, and there's nothing harm also. Okay, we have to understand that if you feel that art, if your child has chosen arts, that means humanities or something, that means the child is not good in studies. I have students who have taken arts despite of getting 90-95% in their 10th standard. Your 10th board exam, they have scored almost 90-95 plus, I guess. And despite of all that, they have done their criminology, They've gone for BSW, MSW in criminology, and they've done wonders there. It's all about what you want to do, the clarity that you get. Since you're not getting that clarity right now before boarding any place, you are just looking into the destination still, then you do not have the right way. You don't know where exactly you have to go. Okay. And if you feel that, oh, hobbies cannot become the career, ma'am. Hobby is something that I do for my time pass, a leisure work. No, it can become your profession. Now you might have seen resin art. Resin art has become so common. Anybody can do it. Anyone. Anyone can start earning out of resin business. Yes or no? Any Tom, Dick, and Harry you call, even a fifth standard girl, she is able to create a resin art keychain. I have also tried, and I was able to do it. I mean, that's a passion that I have, but that's not the way that I want to earn. Some kind of passion, we have it only to release our stress. That's something different. But when we talk to people, when we help people, that's where we get that, that affection. When we show our affection to people, when somebody else is getting that happiness, once they talk to us, they are relieved from stress and all that. That's where we feel, okay, accomplished. Yes, I have done something in my life, so that I get ibad. I will be getting the rewards for whatever I have done. My This life and my eternal life is going to be in sync. That's what we believe, and that is where ultimate happiness we get. And I may be getting happiness when I talk to people. Some others may be getting happiness when you code. Some may be getting happiness when you go and talk in the court, when you fight or have that litigations, when you fight for the success, when you fight for the truth. You may be getting that kind of happiness. So it depends on what kind of interest you have. It's about the hobby that you have. You have the hobby of talking, that also can become your career. That can become your career. So let us make it very clear. It's not that you should only have those conventional careers, or that only option, where you just have to do only those things which people used to do earlier. No, these are all the myths, and I want people to understand this. That's the main reason I'm doing these kinds of workshops, so that you can choose the right way, the right career. So I'll tell anything. You can tell me anything. I'll tell you. I can give you. I can challenge you. Tell me any option that you want. Like, ma'am, I don't want math, ma'am, or I don't want science, ma'am. I don't want both, ma'am. I can give you even then number of opportunities to choose, to become one, and to choose for your career. I can give you that, inshallah. So this is what we have to understand. Career, how many of you now feel that grades cannot determine the career? How many of you have agreed now? You got convinced that grades cannot become the part of our criteria to choose the career. Yes, that is what. I think only few of them are responding to me. Others are just sitting quiet. Now, this is something that I want to show you. We know the straight paths. PCM, if you take, you can take up engineering. PCB, if you take, you can go for MBBS. If you take commerce, then you can become a CA. For arts, you can become a civil service. And you can, all these things. How many of you have any doubt here? We all know about this. We know about these career opportunities now. We were aware of this from the beginning only. Yes, we all know it. Yes, we all agree. But let me tell you, for preparing for this NEET preparation, or you are aspirant or to become a doctor, is it very easy? In 2024, nearly 24 lakhs plus registrations have been seen. We have seen 24 lakhs plus registrations for NEET this year. This is the highest. Last year it was 20 plus. This year it is 4 lakhs more. Do you think it is easy? Do you think it is easy in India? It's not. It's not easy. It's not easy. And I won't ask how many of you want to become doctors. I will ask you one thing. I'm just going to ask you one thing. How many of you feel that I cannot become, somewhere from within, your inner voice is telling you that I cannot become a doctor. I cannot cope up with these NEET exams. How many of you feel that? Not all are meant, not all are chosen to become doctors. Try to understand this point. We are not chosen to become, all of you imagine if all are being doctors, what about the rest of the profession? Right? Understand that. So it's like, how many of you feel that, I'm sure 99% of children feel I may not be able to cope up with this NEET exams. Yes. So Aisha also feels like that. Aisha, you feel that you cannot cope up. It's not that 1 or 2, 99% of children feel that, even if you are going for JEE also, there also people feel, maximum number of students feel that I may not be able to. Somewhere that, that inner voice is telling them, it's not happening. I may not be able to. I may not be able to pass, or I may not be able to score well. If that is there, then why do you want to choose those careers and waste your years there, your precious time? Why do you want to do it? If it is not, let us go for something else. I'm going to show you exactly some interesting things here. Just a moment. Can you see the slide? The next slide? Can you see this virology, biochemistry? Okay. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Exactly. So just tell me one thing. If you are, how many of you here, how many of you like science but not math? Come on, raise your hand or tell yes, me. Tell me, or write science. If you like science and not math. You like science. How many of you like science and you don't like math? And you feel there is no opportunity at all? These are all the opportunities. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of all these things: genetic science, nutrition, biochemistry, zoology, environmental science, agricultural science. I'll tell you, environmental science and all these things, it can fetch even better career options than a doctor, than a gynaec. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Take a screenshot and see what suits the best for me. What can I opt for? Based on your aptitude, again, based on your aptitude, based on your personality, and based on your interest. API. Be very careful here. Screen is not centered. I didn't understand. You can't take the screenshot, is it? Screen is not centered in the sense. I couldn't follow that, Sadia. Okay, okay. I hope everything is fine from my end. Just let me know if you're not able to. I can give you the screenshot and I can put it in the chat in case you want it later. You can message me. Inshallah, I'll try to do that for you. Okay, don't worry. But what I want to tell you is, don't think that math has cleared half of my options. I don't have any other option. No, you have these options also. You can go for it. No problem. I can challenge you. There is no such thing that, without math, your career is gone. Nothing like that. Don't worry. You can still get better income, better opportunities, provided what have you got to do? Your aptitude, your interest, and your personality has to be assessed. That's how we do it. Okay? That is the thing that you need to understand. Next, again, there's another opposite category where I love math, ma'am, but I don't like science. Science is something which it's not the cup of tea for me, ma'am. Please, I don't want. How many of you here, you feel that science is not the thing that you want to do? But I like math. Okay. Okay. Great. There are people, yes, they like. So actuaries, then you have data analyst, then finance, economics, then statistics, AI, BCA. Again, lot of opportunities here. If you go again further, there also you have a lot of things to do. Don't worry about it. Don't feel that, just because I like math, I will be compelled to do this. Now, see, imagine how many of you want to become, how many are aspiring to write IT, go for IT here? Preparing for IIT. Someone preparing for IIT. Anybody here is preparing for IIT? And you feel that I cannot cope up with engineering? How many of you feel that, no, I am not the person? So Azman, Shanum, Obama, please talk to me. I've been talking for so long. At least have the courtesy to at least message and tell me what is your opinion. Right? I'm asking you, how many of you feel that I cannot cope up with engineering? Somewhere the inner voice is telling you this. If that is there, kindly make sure that you don't waste that much of time there. Tell your parents openly, please tell them that I don't want it. Openly, just talk to them, communicate. They will understand. Even if they don't understand, you find somebody who can tell and convince them. Go to some career counselor or somebody who can tell these things and convince your parents about it. Tell them that this is something that I want. Okay, but at least you should know what exactly you want. Now, there are again few who don't want both. Science and math, we don't want, ma'am. A big no. Yes, come on, who is this? Who belongs to this category now? Come on. Who belongs to this category? Yes. Okay, you're not interested to take up science. No problem. You like science. Yes, you don't want to pursue your career in science. That's something that is also possible. Because there are certain other factors, as I told you, it may be maybe not your interest or your aptitude and your personality may not suit this particular the subject. That's why you don't want to. And it's absolutely fine and it's normal as well. Don't worry about it. It's not that, only you are the person who has that kind of feeling. No, there are many. And there are options also for this. Don't worry about it. So you have these options: liberal arts, literature, law, mass communication, journalism. Then you have, sales and management, psychology, anything for that matter. That can fetch a lot of income and your career also can bloom. Don't worry about it. Now, this is again a good news. I want to choose my career option as per my choice or my hobbies. Wouldn't that be interesting? Would that not be interesting? Imagine you're good in art, you're good in designing, you're good in, you like interior designing or fashion designing, and you want to pursue your career like this, and you have opportunities there. You have universities also certified. You can become a certified designer and you can pursue your career there. So why not go for it? Don't underestimate. You have lot of options here. Okay, like for example, see, if you want law and you feel that Where should I go, ma'am? You have National Law University. NLU you have. You can go for it. If you feel that for management, you have IIM Indore. No, there are, I mean, I would say, for each and every course, you have a specialized college. The best colleges, sometimes even in the world. It's not just in India. You can go anywhere. You can find the colleges which are best suited for you throughout the world. You get it. Stream neutral careers you have PCMB, PCM, if you want PCB, PCM, whatever you want. Okay, and based on that, here also, one more thing that you have to understand, you have not just amazing colleges, the entrance exams that will be given here also are not academical. You don't want to study at all, ma'am, anything, whatever it is, I don't want to study. Completing the studies is very difficult for me. If that is there, you can pursue your career based on your own interest like this. Okay, so don't worry about it. No academics will be there, no headache at all. You feel that, okay, I cannot pursue it, don't worry. It's all right. No issues at all. Okay. And then again here, can you see this? Why? Oh, just a moment. I'll just pause for a while. We have used this particular slide to give you a hint how your parents' reaction would be if you tell that I don't want to study further. I don't want to go and pursue my career like this. I want to become a YouTuber. I want to become a social media marketer, a freelancer. Okay. So when you talk about these things, what is the reaction of your parents? What would be like, right? If you want to become RJ, I want to become a gamer, I want to become a nail paint artist. When all these things are told, I want to become a resin art, artist or something. What will parents talk about? They say that, are you a fool? Are you out of your sense? Why do you want to do this? Right? Now, let me tell you, I'm sure they are not able to understand this because they don't know it. They are not aware of the wide scope that the present era is providing. That's the main reason. So don't worry about it. It's all right. The only thing is you need to convince them. Now tell them that I will be choosing my career based on these three tools. And what are they? What are the three tools? My aptitude, my personality, yes, and my interest. So these three things, if I do not take my decision based on these three tools, then I will be somewhere wrong in my path and I may not be able to get that particular decision on time. Okay, this is something that you all have to consider. Tell your parents about this, and if you are not able to do it, we can help you out. Don't worry about that. Okay, we have experts also who can talk about this, who can convince your parents. Don't worry, it's okay, because just because they are not aware of these things, they might react. It's completely okay. But ultimately, the decision is they want to give the best to their children. That's the only intention that they have, right? So let us be very clear about it. It's not their problem. It's just that they are skeptical about it. They don't know exactly what has to be done. So we will give you exactly the action plan, what has to be done here. In Careerly, what we have is, once you start registering to our program, we will be providing you the test. Psychometric assessments will be done, wherein you will know your aptitude, your personality, your interest, and it's almost a 14 pages report that you're getting, where you get each and every, it's like I would say a CT scan of your personality. What kind of, it's just a small test that you have to take, and then you will be able to identify what you need to do, which option is best suited for you. All these things are given there. You will be able to get exactly an idea what you will do here. What we do is, once you start registering for your this psychometric, you take this test and you will be getting the reports, and after that we will be guiding you until you go and reach, you enroll for your courses. Until there, we will be hand holding you. So don't worry about it. In case you want anything of the sort, purely it is for your benefit. You will be getting the support till there. I mean, it's not like, unlike other career counseling and all that. What we do here is, we will be giving you hand holding support. A dashboard will be there, wherein you will be getting the notification of all the shortlisted career opportunities, wherever you are, what you want to do, those things, you'll be getting notification about the entrance exams, what are, any other updates about the particular course, we will be providing you in that particular dashboard. So anything that you want, any support till you go and enroll yourself to that program, we will be there with you. So you or your parent, if you feel in any ways you need our help, we are there. So my humble request is to make sure that don't go randomly to take any decision and spoil your 10-15 years, and then come back and say, no, this is not the cup of tea, I didn't want to become this, my parents told me, my friend told me, and I saw that this person became rich, so I will also become rich one day, I thought, and I opted this option. You will be somewhere lying in the wrong path. Your those wrong aspirations, you should know exactly what you need to do based on your interest and your personality, your aptitude. So based on these things, just take the right decision. That's what I wanted to talk about in today's session. Make sure that you can take any kind of, any step that you want to take further. Make sure you do it wisely. Consult people around you, know your aptitude, and then your interest and your personality. Based on that, try to take the decisions. I'm open for one or two questions, inshallah, and after that we will be winding up. So I thank each and everyone for joining here with me. I hope this was beneficial. How did you find about this particular session? Can anybody tell me about this? How did you find this particular session? Was it interesting? Was it something, you got some benefit out of the session or not? How was it? Did you find anything useful here? Just Jazakallah will not work, because I spoke almost for 1 hour plus, and I need little justice here. It was good and useful. Okay. Anything else that you would like to share? Nothing? Come on. Okay, it was interesting. But are you able to come to a conclusion what you need to do next? What you need to follow? How to convince parents? Don't worry, I'm there. Came to know about many new courses which might help my child. Yes. It was not boring. Okay. Got to know about this. Okay. Okay. New concepts I was able to understand. Okay. We liked it. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Any question that I can take? Do you have any other question? Feel free to connect, inshallah. Okay, feel free in case you want to get connected. We can get connected. We'll see what ways we can help you out. Inshallah, me and my team will be there. Don't worry. So I am associated with Careerly. I'm a part of Careerly as a business associate. So don't worry. In case you have any such queries, we are there to help you out, inshallah. Okay. So that's all for today. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. Fi amanillah. Thank you so much again for joining.